Hi everyone, thank you for joining session. So my name is Naveen. Today we are going to understand what is RPA. Today we're going to learn what is RPA and how can I start my career into RPA world and what is the best technology to start the career into 2021 and how can I get the job into RPA world. Okay. So first of all, you can see here robotic process automation. Okay. So everyone know that this is called RPA technology, and in RPA technology, this is totally process automation. Okay. So before going to RPA robotic process automation, if you come to Google and if you ask to Google what is the best technology to learn in 2021, or I can say 2022, so you will get the multiple things, but let me show you. Okay, so as of your knowledge I can show you. So I'm going to pass these things top 10 technology learn in 2021 right now 2022. Okay, so top 9 technology you can see here trends for 2022: artificial intelligence, AI and machine learning. Okay, so RPA and AI both are same. I will tell you what is the things. So you can see here both are on the top. Okay, so highest paying job is RPA and AI. The first things you can see here, this is the best technology. Okay, so if anyone asks you, if anyone of ask you why to start the career as a RPA world, okay, so definitely I will tell you the things. The first things, I will write you all the things in notepad, so you can see here there are lots of PPT, but especially for your understanding and the question, today I'm going to demonstrate you through notepad. Okay, so I'm going to pass this through one notepad and here each and everything. Okay, so first question, why to start career as a RPA? Okay, so the first thing, top one, okay, so if you ask me, that is the top one technology as per Google. Okay, I'm not saying Google is saying that that is the top one technology. You can see here number one is AI and RPA. RPA and AI are both. Okay, so if you ask me what is RPA, RPA especially for automating the process. Okay, so that is called process automation. What type process? Whatever the structured data means on daily basis you are coming to office and you're going to do the repeat test, that type things, it's called RPA. So that is called structured data. And AI, especially AI is the same thing, but AI for the automating the unstructured data. So we will go for the AI. Okay, so RPA and AI is the both are same almost. So you can see here RPA and AI on the top technology. Okay, the first thing, especially what RPA, I will tell you the things is right now you can see here. This is the top 10 technology under top one technology. Okay, first part. Second thing, if you ask me, there are lots of programming language, you know that the .NET, Java, Python, Ruby, C++, there are n number of things, scripting language and programming language in the market. But if you ask me where I can start the career, so I can say RPA. Why? Because this is the things called low code platform. Okay, so low code platform means what? Okay, so low code platform means RPA is totally based on .NET, VB.NET, but here if you ask me, .NET only 5% you have to use. Okay, not 100% you have to use, only 5% coding is required, not required like that you're 100% you're going to read and write, you're going to pass all the things. So if you ask me, only 5% coding is required. Okay, so in 5% coding means you have to understand what is variable, how can I store data into particular one variable, how I can go for providing the operator like that, plus minus equal to divide. Okay, so greater than less than. So this is the things you have to understand the variable, you have to understand the particular operator, you have to understand the basic only I can say logic means if you're going to add the number, you have to plus provide the plus, if you're going to like that greater than less than, so you have to provide the logic. Okay, simple logic, everyone know that. Okay, so this is a things called low code platform. Okay, third things I can say RPA. If you go for market and if you ask me the age of Java came in 1995. So age of Java is, you can see here, more than 26 years already completed. .NET also more than 20 years completed. Python also more than 20 years completed. So people are very crowd is more into the traditional like that old technology. Okay, but if you ask me the things called RPA, the things called AI, the things called machine learning, the things called data scientist, people are very less. So that's why all the people are getting good salary in the market. But if you're from manual testing background, if you're from BPO sector, if you're from KPO sector, you're from like that, your like this, your HTML, CSS. Okay, so PHP background. So people are getting right now also very less salary, because if you are not ready in small like that, your less salary, there are lots of people who are ready to work in the less salary. Okay, so I will recommend you the first things, the top on technology, the things called low code platform, and I can say less edge. Okay, so less edge means I'm talking the RPA is only, I can say they will start in 17 last, so 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so 4 to 5 years, this is the age of the technology. Okay, so age of technology only 4 to 5 years. Okay. Again, the fourth thing, if you ask me the salary point of view, okay, so salary point of view, whatever the people who are getting 3 to 4 lakhs package per annum, 4 to 5 lakhs package per annum, they can get up to 100% salary hike. Because I will tell you, there are lots of people who are from BPO sector, manual testing, PHP background. Okay, so their salary their salary was it's very less salary. Okay, there are lots of people, they are working under less than 3 lakhs. Okay, but if you come to my RPA world, and RPA world who has 3 to 4 years experience, they are getting 10 to 15 lakhs package per annum. Okay, so each and everything I can show you. So in RPA world, you can get the lucrative salary. So I can say high salary you can get inside your RPA world. Okay, so these type things you can get inside high salary. Okay, if you ask me the fresher salary, each and everything's already available on your Google. If you're going to search the salary, RPA developer salary, very simple things. RPA solution architect salary I'm starting. So if you have a like it 5 years plus experience, 5 to 10 years experience, you can start as a career as a RPA salary. So average salary is 15 lakhs package per annum. So right now Google is showing very less salary. 15 to 20 lakhs is very common salary for everyone across India. Okay, if you ask me the RPA developer salary, so RPA developer salary also I can show you in the market. Okay, so RPA developer salary, you can see here 6.5 to 11 lakhs package per annum. It's Google, it's not saying by me. So this is the entry level. You can see here the average entry level salary is 6.5 lakhs. This is the minimum salary, and maximum it's showing 11 lakhs package per annum. But this is Google, this is not any company. As per multiple data, it's saying like that this is the salary. But guys, please try to understand, for as a fresher, 6 to 8 lakhs package easily you can get from the market, and there are lots of company across India. So for multiple city, they are providing this type things. Okay, so high salary. Again, I can say if you go for Java. Okay, so if lots of people they go for, they start the career into Java. Okay, so everyone go for the Java. But if you ask me why to start the Java, okay, so if you go for Java, definitely 9 months required, because you have to learn the core Java, you have to learn the advanced Java, you have to learn the Hibernate, you have to learn the string. Everyone is not capable to go for the coding programming, for the coding and programming. So it's not possible for everyone. After spending more than 9 months to 1 year, people are not success into Java. Okay, so the main thing, whatever the people from non-technical background, they are from non-coding background, everyone can start the career into RPA. So I can say the first, like the fifth things. So non-coding background also can start the things in RPA. Okay, so anyone who are from non-coding background, they can start the career into RPA and get the good liquidity salary in the market. Okay, so the things is, how can I start the career into RPA? Definitely everyone can ask the question. I am from technical, I am from manual testing, someone from BPO sector, someone from your PHP background. Definitely lots of people, they will ask you. Okay, so again, I'm coming the things called no coding background, everyone can start. And the things, again, I will ask you the sixth thing. Here in RPA world, it's required only, I can say 40 to 50 days max to max time. This is the maximum time. If you ask me, if you are going to hard work and if you want to start the career, so 30 days also, in 30 days also you can start. But I can say max to max 40 to 50 days you are able to start the career into RPA world. Okay, so 6 things. So that's why I'm saying RPA is the best technology. Start for 2022. Only 4 to 5 years we have completed, and people are very less in the market, especially into RPA world. And from across world, RP, every company already working RP and AI, everyone know that. Okay, because everyone every company want to go for RPA because they do not want to go for multiple employee, like they want not want to go for more FT is called full-time employee. They want to generate more ROI. Okay, so these are the things why region go for starting, go to start the career as a RPA. Okay, again, if you ask me what is RPA, so right now we are going to provide this demonstration on RPA, what is RPA and what is the advantage of RPA. So lots of things right now we are going to learn. Okay, so first thing you can see here, RPA stand for robotic process automation. Okay, so robotics means what? Okay, so robotic means what? It's software robot. Okay, so if you ask me, it's your software robot who can who can work as a human, but human intervention is not required. Without any human intervention, whatever the command, whatever the instruction you are going to give to robot, it can do without any human interaction. Okay, so it's software robot, it's not your hardware robot. Okay, so in robot also there is a hardware, also there is a software also. Okay, so what is software robot? Whatever the code you are going to do, that is whenever you publish and whenever you're going to run this bot, that is called robotics. It's software robot. Okay, and the second thing is, you can see here the process. What is process? A series of steps taken in order to achieve a outcome. Okay, so process means sequence of step, whatever the things, whatever you do. Suppose if you ask me the process, there are lots of process already going on across world, like the banking process, finance process. Okay, so in the real world, that is the process, the sequence of steps. Okay, and the third thing is called automation. Okay, automation is not like that new for 2021 or for 2020. Automation is old things. Okay, so automation means what? Okay, so if you listen the word called automation, without touching your system, if you are able to automate any type process, that is called automation. So you can see here, delegation of work from human to machine, reduce the cost, improve the efficiency, and enhance the customer experience. Okay, so automation means here without touching your system, if you're able to automate the things, that is called automation. Okay, so this is called RPA, and right now I'm going to pass these things. This is called RPA. Okay, so in RPA, first thing, let me go here. So last word we have seen, that is called automation. Okay, so in automation also there are types. There are types means there are two types of automation. The first one is called test automation, and the second thing is called process automation. Okay, so process automation is different things, test automation is different things, I will tell you. Okay, so test automation, that is the part of your software testing. Test automation is a part of software testing. What is software testing? Verification and validation of any application, that is called testing, soft testing. Especially you're talking about the test automation. So test automation, we test the particular application, we automate the particular application to check like that we have any bug or not. Okay, so that is called test automation. And from testing strategy, from testing perspective, we test an application like that. What is the status, what type things, what type of bug we are getting, so that we do the testing. Okay, so we test the application, that is the pass and fail, so that things we go for the test automation. Second thing, process automation. And process automation, that is totally different from your test automation, that is the different perspective. So process automation means whatever the process already going on any company as a manual process, any person is going to do all things as a manual, so that things we are going to automate that process using any tool, and that tool name is RPA UiPath Blueprint automation. In multiple tools, we'll go one by one. Okay, so this is things called process automation, and that is the difference between test automation. There are lots of people, they are already working test automation using tool called Selenium. I will come one by one for that tool. So there are lots of people, they are working for the UFT, that is called QTP. Okay, previous name was QTP, that is VB script tool. And so that is called test automation. In test automation, there are lots of people, they're working for last 10 years and 12 years and 20 years also into test automation. But right now the world is especially for the process automation, and there are lots of tools who are working for the process automation. So without any coding language, we can go for the process automation. Okay, so come to RPA world. If you ask me the one sentence, what is RPA? So automate the business process by robot, that is called RPA. Okay, so robotic process automation is a type of automation where machine or computer mimics a human action. In completing in rule-based tasks, it is used to automate the business. What is rule-based task? So suppose that anybody is HR. What is the work of HR? Every day they come to an office and they log into system and they launch the job portal like at Naukri.com or Monster.com. They provide ID and password, and they sign in, and after that you have to search the RP developer in Bangalore. So they go for the keywords called RP developer. They search like that. There's an RP developer. So experience, so less than 10 years or 5 to 10 years. So they will search these things, and after that they search. There are multiple like that people will come. So after that they are going to download and they will check the CV. Okay, so if they are getting the keywords like that, there are lots of things like the orchestrator, RPA path, multiple things. So they one by one they will scan the documents, and after that they will filter, and that documents, that resume, they will share to the RPA manager for the interview. So this is the overall process. This is the manual process done by your HR. So that things we are going to automate through RPA. It's very easy. If you ask me, it's task. So within 1 hour of time, we can do all these things, whatever the work done by HR, everything it's possible to automate, not for any, like that, like that, like that particular time, like that HR come at 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. So that will start at 12 p.m. Whatever the time you will select, so you have to select at what time you have to automate that process. So any type things we can automate through RPA. That is called rule based. That is called repetitive. Repetitive means time, like it every time we are going to do the task. Okay, so this is things more task and high level of volume. High level of volume means more data. I'm talking about that. So more data, if you're going to do as a manual, so definitely it will take more time and lots of error you can get. Okay, so multiple times you can, you know that there are thousands of data record into Excel sheet, and you have to populate the data into any web-based application. So there definitely we can do the error. So that is the whatever the task we are going to do that can take more time to automate. So there we will try to implement the things called RPA. So RPA is an intelligent software that helps to replicate and mimic the human action with computer. So that's why today we are going to start this RPA UiPath course, and this is the things. Okay, again, if you come to RP World, there are lots of documents required. Okay, first we'll understand the designation, and after that we'll go for the documents. So whenever you start the career into RPA, so what type of designation we have in RP World? Okay, so anyone who are in third year or fourth year, they start the career, definitely he or she can go for RPA turn. So RPA turn like that they count as a fresher. So if you're third year and fourth year, you can go for RPA intern, and after that we have a things called RPA developers. Okay, I already saw you in Google, like that Google says 6, that is the data I created 2 years back. So RPA developers 0 to 2 years experience, you can start the career, and salary you already saw 6 to 11 lakhs, 4 to 8 lakhs also have written. So this is the salary you can get from the market, like that RPA developers. Okay, if you are going for as a RPA intern, and in starting if they're paying you 10 to 15 days 15,000 salary, so that's not a bad. Okay, after 6 months they can do their salary up to 30,000 and 40,000 per month. So that is also a very good thought, like that after 1 year whenever you complete your BTech, you can get up to 4 to 8 lakhs package per annum. That is the starting entry level salary in the market from for across India. Okay, so this is a salary 4 to 8 lakhs package per annum. Senior developer salary. Okay, so try to understand who, if you ask me, who are senior RP developer, anyone who has completed more than 3 to 6 years experience, but especially about in RP world, there should at least 1 to 2 years experience. So you can say like it's 7 years experience of overall IT or software market, and for last 1 years I'm working into RPA development. Okay, so 5 years or 6 years experience into manual testing or BPO sector, and 1 year's experience as a senior RPA developer. Whatever your last salary depend on your like the CTC. So there you can get the hike. Okay, so if your salary is less than 4 to 5 lakhs, you can get 100% hike. If your salary is more than 12 lakhs, definitely you can get up to 50 to 60% hike. Okay, come to again the things called RPA solution architect. Who is RPA solution architect? RPA solution architect, like that one team leader. Okay, so one team leader who can manage the team, who can manage the RPA developers. Okay, so that is RPA solution architect is the bridge between your developers and business people. Okay, so who can handle the project, and he or she can provide the solution for every process whatever we are going to automate. So their experience, especially you are talking about 7 to 15 years experience, especially about RPA. So at least minimum 2 to 3 years experience into RPA, and easily it's very less salary. I'm talking about 20 to 25 lakhs. It's 2 years back salary. I'm talking that, so 20 to 25 lakhs, it's very less salary in market for Delhi NCR, for your Hyderabad, Pune location, for everywhere. Okay. Come to again things RPA manager. Who can become the RPA manager? At least your experience should be around more than 8+ years experience, more than 10 years plus experience, and up to 20 years experience. You can easily start and depend on your current salary. Okay, so if your salary is more than 25 lakhs, definitely you can get up to 40%, 50% salary. Hai. Minimum 30% salary, definitely. But your salary is less than 18 lakhs because there are lots of people who come from PHP development, .NET, like that, your testing test manager. There are lots of people, they come from testing background, they are test manager, and they are going to change their career into RPA world. So they can also change their career, and depend on correct current salary, he or she can get the salary up to current salary. But if you ask me the current salary of RP manager, definitely I can say 25 to 35 lakhs as per your 2022. Okay, every year you can see the salary is going to hike in the current market. So this is the things you can start. Okay, I have two different roles also. The first things we are discussing, the things called business analyst. Okay, so in every technology, Java, Python, every technology, there is things called BA. Who is BA? That is called business analyst. Okay, business analyst can collect the data from requirement, whatever the we have requirement, so he or she can collect the requirement. Okay, so there is a RPA BA role also. If you're from BA perspective, if you want to come in RPA, well, definitely you can become BA, and you can discuss with the client, and you can collect all the requirement documents. Okay, so that things also you can start. And one role we have also, that's called RPA tester. Okay, so especially anyone who start the career as a testing, who are from soft testing background, and only he or she can start the career into RPA world. So you can start as a RPA tester role. If you ask me what is the roles and responsibility, so RPA tester roles and responsibility, first you have to understand the RPA mechanism, how RPA works, what is the advantage, disadvantage, how we can automate the process. So first, definitely you have to understand the process, then you can become the things called RPA tester. Okay, so so in RPA, whenever you're going to start the career as a RPA tester, definitely whatever the bot you are going to start, like that, like that, we have lots of bot like that, that is called your UiPath assistant. We have multiple bots. Okay, so depend on your client, whatever the bot they will provide, you have to check that bot is working fine or not. Okay, so that is things called RPA UiPath robot, or that is called UiPath assistant. So from assistant, you have to run the multiple bots, and you have to check like that all bots is working out. You can see here there are multiple bots. You can see here 20. Whenever you run the bot according to your requirement, according to things, the bot is working out. So that is the roles and responsibility of the RPA tester. Okay, so this is all about RPA roles. The second thing I'm discussing also, documentation part. Okay, whenever you're going to start, you can see here my bot is working. It's showing hello everyone. So hello, it's going to pass, and after that, whatever the whatever you write the code, according to that, your bot is going to. You can see here hello RPA is the best tool to the learning 2021. My bot is working fine. So like this way, after that, we are going to launch this type of web-based application, and there we are going to provide the credential. We are going to launch into this web-based application. Okay, so this is the things we have to check, like that bot is working fine or not. So this type of things we have to automate through RPA. As for RPA tester, we have to go like that. Okay, come to the things called documentation. Okay, so if you go for any technology, definitely first of all, you have to understand the documents. Okay, there are lots of people who do not understand these documents. Whenever you appear for any interview across world, people will definitely ask you the documents. Okay, so documents also, you have to understand what is documents in RPA. Definitely I can say 3 documents. So here BRD, that is called business requirement documents, especially given by clients. So whatever the current process going on in any company, so they will provide these things called BRD. This is called business requirement documents, and this is non-technical documents, pure non-technical documents. Okay, so whatever the business process already going in any company, like HDFC Bank, any company, any vehicle company like Maruti Suzuki, so they want to automate their process. So first they will provide you the things. This is the process already going on in my company, and I want to automate my process. Okay, so based on that, they will provide you the things called BRD. The second documents, that is called PDD, that is called process design documents. So BA will create this type documents, and that is also non-technical technical documents. Okay, so this is also non-technical documents. So if you ask me, suppose you are from HCL technology. Okay, suppose that we are from HCL technology and HDFC Bank is our client. So we are from HCL technology and we are going to create the documents. So we'll create one process and documents, and that documents uh, will create and will share among our team. Okay, so that in that documents will create like it, what is process overview, what is the objective, what is the process we are going to automate, total screenshot, so everything done by your BA. Right now there are lots of technical person also, they are creating this document. This is called process design documents. Okay, so whenever the PDD is going to create like that is we have complete. So second things we are going to create, this is called technical design documents, that is called solution design document. This is my third document, so this is pure technical documents. Okay, so based on PDD, whenever we are getting the sign up from my client, we are going to create the TDD, that is called technical design documents, that is called solution design documents. So that is created by your technical lead or technical solution architect or senior RP consultant. So in there we will cover all things, what is technical exception, what is like that, what is business exception, what is system exception, process overview, process objective, and click level documents we are going to create inside the documents. This is called technical document, that is also called solution document. So three documents we have to cover into this RPA things. Okay, so this is all about things, and this is the if you're going to use RPA, so RPA can help you for still better. So try to understand, if you're going to implement the RPA, so RPA can work 24/7 if you keep any FTE. FTE means, I will clear these things called FTE means full-time employee. Okay, so full-time employee means like if we are full-time employee and we can work only 8 hours per day. But if you keep the robot, so it can work 24/7 and it can provide you more ROI, that is called return on investment. So we can generate more ROI and we can get more productivity if we start with RPA, and we can generate more ROI. Okay, so these are things, if you ask me what type things we can automate through RPA, so there are lots of things. People are working in the like the BPO sector, they what they work, they open the emails, they download the attachment, they check the attachments, they download these things, they do the scrap the data from different website, they copy and paste, they launch any web-based application, they log into system and they read right to the database. Okay, so whatever the database, whatever the Excel part, whatever the notepad, whatever the desktop application, whatever the web-based application, whatever the copy and pasting to different folder, whatever the PDFs. Okay, especially if you go for BPO sector, there are lots of people, they extract the data from PDF, that is called your we extract from invoice number. Okay, so we extract the invoice number, we extract the multiple things, we do the more complex part, automate more complex, like that we do the arithmetic progression. Okay, so that type things, each and everything we can get from your RPA world. Okay, so these are things, so that's why we are going to start the today RP class, and this type things we can do through RPA. Okay, so come to the things called in RPA world. This is the things we can do through RPA. So right now I'm going to provide you what type of tool we have and why we are going to start this RPA UiPath. Okay, so already we have we understand these things like that. In RPA world, I already told you like the three to 2 to 3 times more we can get from different technology we can get, because if your salary is more than 3 to 4 lakhs, you can get the more salary hike. Okay, come to the things called RPA tool. What type of RPA tools we have, each and everything today I will provide you what type of RPA tools. So already I told you the things called attended. Okay, so come to the things, there are two types of bot, we'll understand. That is called attended bot, and the second thing is called unattended bot. Okay, so that is very simple, I will tell you. This is the tool also, I will tell you, Uipath Studio. So whatever the process you are going to automate, whatever the process you are going to automate through tool on standalone application, that is called your attended bot. Okay, so attended bot, for attend bot you have to, the word is very clear, you are going to attend the system and you are going to run the bot through the same system. Okay, so you can go with this tool and you are able to run. The second thing is called unattended bot. So unattended bot means like that from across world, if you're going to monitor your system, if you're going to control your bot, if you're going to schedule your bot, you want to trigger your bot, you want to pass the data like that, string, integer, and multiple type Excel data from across world, so there you will come to the picture called unattended bot. Okay, so anytime like that, morning 6 o'clock, night 12 o'clock, anytime if you want to automate the bot from across world, so you can go for the things called unattended bot. So these things also will learn what is attended and unattended. Okay, so third thing, right now I will tell you the soft testing. We have discussed about test automation and RPA tool. So I will tell you what type of tools we have in RPA and what type of things. Okay, so especially we have learned what type of RPA we can do, like a data entry, query, calculation, transaction, desktop automation. Okay, so in RPA, the things we are able to do, like a web-based application we can automate. We can automate the desktop automation, we can do through Excel, PDF also we can do, email also we can do, database, cloud-based automation also we can do, image-based and Citrix-based. Okay, so these type things SAP right now, RPA, through RPA, anything you are able to do, whatever it's possible through your machine. So like that, we can automate the Python, COBOL, your mainframe. Okay, so Citrix, multiple things we can automate through RPA. In test automation, only we can automate the web-based and mobile. Desktop, through SQL and AutoIT, you are able to automate, but that is very, very complex. You have to understand the whole Java, and after learning the Java also, it's not possible to start, because there are lots of framework and lots of things, lots of logic and syntax you have to understand. And in RPA world, come to the things called how many tools are available in RPA. So we know that there is RP tools like the UiPath, Blueprint, Automation Anywhere, Pega, OpenSpan. There are multiple tools in the market. So I will tell you each and everything. And in testing tools, lots of people know that the main tool is called Selenium. So this is open source tool. If you come to HPFT, that is paid tool, that is commercial tool. Like that in load and also, that is also HP product, that is also paid tool. And Apache JMeter is also your free tool, that is open source. This is all about RP tools. Like this is your process automation tool, and this is all about your testing tool. Okay, so right now the things, there are lots of tools already available in market. Okay, why to start the RPA UiPath? This is question also I will reply you. The things called why to start the RPA UiPath. Okay, so first thing, especially I'm talking about the UiPath, it's free of cost. Free of cost means, I will tell you, if you go for any tool, I'm talking about the UiPath. Okay, so for every tool there is two things: type of version. Okay, so type of version, let me show you these things called type of version. Means I'm talking about the things called in your technology called RPA. So in RPA there are two types of things. Let me show you. So there is one software is called community, and second thing is called paid tool. Okay, so paid, I will tell you. So types of version. So one is community and one is called enterprise. Especially I'm talking about the things called UiPath. Okay, so in UiPath also we have an enterprise tool. Enterprise means you have to pay for that tool. Okay, so if you ask me what is the cost, so cost also I will tell you. So especially if you go for RPA Path as a attended bot, so you have to pay more than $7,000 to $8,000. You have to pay if you want to install the software in your system. So you have to pay $8,000 for the installing this for the 1 year of license. Okay, so that is the paid. Okay, but if you are talking about these things, right now we are going to start this RPA, and RPA UiPath we are going to start. So this, first of all, free of cost and without any problem, it will work up to 3 months, and after that I will renew your license, so you are able to work up to 1 year, 2 years, and so many years. Okay, so first of all, free of cost. Second thing, so if you are going to install, try to understand, I'm using this tool for last 5 years. I have already worked on Blueprint, I've already worked on Automation Anywhere, I'm certified in every tool. So try to understand, if in 2017 and 18 market, whenever we start the installation, it's take more than 1 to 2 days. I will tell you why. First of all, you have to install the SQL Server Database Management Studio, and after that you are able to install the Blueprint. After that you are able to install the Automation Anywhere, because when whatever the code you are going to start in that type tool, first it will go to the database server, and then you are able to run the code. Okay, so that is the main part. But especially you are talking about the things called UiPath. So at that time also, and today also, if you ask me how much time required for installing this type of tool, so I can say, especially about UiPath, 10 minutes is sufficient to install the software, and within 10 minutes of time you can start your project automation also. Okay, so that is very fast compared to compared to all tools. So in installation and all things, only 10 minutes required. Within 10 minutes of time you are able to install, you are able to fix all the issue. So means your environment is ready within 10 minutes of time. Okay, third part. Okay, So so if you go for Blueprint, previous I already told you Blueprint is not free. Okay, so after 2020 they provide the community version, especially about automation. Also they provide the community version. Every tool right now community version means free, but Blueprint especially that free up to 1 month. After 1 month you have to pay for that, and that cost is more than $20,000 for installing that type tools. Each and every tool is not free. Again I'm telling you, all tools are paid. Like that Selenium is open source tool, you can automate through Java, that is free of cost. You're able to do all things, but UiPath is not free. UiPath is commercial and paid tool. But right now we are doing all the things free of cost because this is community version provided by the company, and you can work up to 3 months, and after that you have to purchase the license. Okay, so in UiPath within 10 minutes time you are able to. Third things here, coding is not required. In RPA UiPath coding is not required compared to all tool. Coding not required overall. Again come to things called fourth thing. So compared to all tool, if you go for Blueprint, so in Blueprint, suppose that you want to automate the notepad, you want to automate the PDF, you want to automate any web-based application. So whatever the notepad path, okay, so I'm talking about the notepad path means C program files. So there we've installed the notepad, there we've installed the Excel, there we've installed the Internet Explorer, there we've installed the Google Chrome. So whatever the path of that program, that application, you have to provide the particular path. But if you come to UiPath, each and everything's automatically taken by UiPath. Okay, I will come to coding part as well, as don't worry for that part. So in UiPath compared to all tool, it's very advanced. Advanced means it's working as a time. So there, if you go for automating any type of application, so their extension, their path not required to provide automatically. If you're going to automate notepad, so whenever you spy the particular application, particular notepad, automatically it can take the path of that software, path of that particular application you are able to install and you are able to do. Okay, so compared to all the tool, UiPath is that's why it's very best, and you are able to start the journey into RPA world. Okay, so 3 to 4 region and compared to all things. Okay, come to the fourth region. If you're going to automate any things into RPA Blueprint, especially I'm talking about the things called notepad automation. If in notepad, if required 4 to 5 minutes to automate single notepad, if you come to RPA, you're able to automate within 1 minute time. Okay, so it's very fast, compatible with all application, and it's easy to install, and it's easy to learn in 35 to 40 days. It's sufficient to install, sufficient to learn also. Okay, so that's why UiPath is the best in market, and it's like that. If you ask me the multiple things like the AWS, Azure, and database, like the COBOL mainframe, everything you can automate through RPA without free of cost. Okay, so compatible with all software. This is the things called RPA. Especially if you ask me, lots of video I've created for how to install this UiPath on my YouTube channel. If you ask me how to launch, I've already installed. So what you do, this is window 11. You can go here and you can search these things called UiPath Studio. If you will install, you will get the UiPath Studio, you will get the UiPath Assistant, everything you can get. Here you have to click simple on UiPath Studio. So we'll get the home page of UiPath, you will get there. And right now the version is 2020.10.4. If you go for interview, they will ask you how to update. So UiPath automatically updates all the things. So one time you have to install, and automatically each and everything will get. Left side you can see here open recent. Okay, so if you install in your system, everything will get the blank, but right now you install the multiple software, sorry, multiple project already updated. So that's why you can see here like the drop down also we have multiple process we have already. For your system, everything will get the blank. So how to create the project? It's very simple question. So you have to click on this process. Simple. You have to click on this process and you have to click there and you have to provide the name of project. Okay, so very simple. Whatever the name of your project, whatever the things right now, if you understand the all basic program, you want to give the name, everything you can provide. Okay, so I can say 19th December, all basic, simple. Location, try to understand. Okay, so by default, UiPath, go to your documents and create the folder as a RPA UiPath. It's totally depend in C users, depend on your system. It will provide the name of your system, Naveen PC, and it will create the folder, documents, and UiPath. Okay, and after that, description is not mandatory. And here right now in this version, you're getting these things called VB and C sharp. So directly default you can keep here and simple click on create. It will take hardly, depend on your system speed, it will take hardly 1 minute of time. restoring the dependency and creating the workspace. Workspace means simple, you can say here some sub program. Okay, so whatever the program you're going to create, that is called sub program of the particular project. And adding dependency, we have to understand what is called dependency. Okay, if you go for any formula like the Java, Python, there is a pip. In Python, there is a pip. In your Eclipse also, we do multiple things. Okay, in RPA path, suppose I want to automate the Excel, I want to automate the mail, I want to automate the system, any system like that notepad, calculator, I want to automate any screenshot. So whatever the things you are going to automate for particular every application, you have to install one dependency. Okay, so you have to install one dependency, and that dependency by default we get the 4 dependency, and based on your dependency you are able to automate the process. If you don't have that dependency, you're not able to automate. Okay, so this is called dependency. So for every process we'll get the dependency, and by default we'll get the 4 dependency, and based on your dependency, this is in project panel. And the second, you can see your panel called activity panel. Okay, so if you ask me what is activity, activity is nothing but whatever action you want to do. Okay, so in Java we have a thread.sleep for delay. If you want to display anything, system.out.println for displaying anything, so we go for the display on console. So in RPA path, especially for thread.sleep, we have an activity called delay. Okay, so we can pass the delay and you can pass the time also. So each and everything, so I will show you. Okay, so so here if you go for system.out.println, we have a message box we are able to display. Okay, so one by one I will show you all the things. So in project panel we have a dependency. So suppose that you can see here we don't have database, we don't have Python, we don't have AWS, we don't have any database Python dependency. So based on your dependency, we don't have PDF also. If you come to my activity and if you pass the database or Python, so that activity will not get, because from dependency we don't have that type of application. The same thing if you're going to purchase the laptop, so by default notepad they will provide, by default calculator they will provide, but they will not provide you all the software. Okay, so then what you do, based on your requirement you install the software. The same thing in RPA path we have to, but you have not to go on Google and you have to search that part. If you're going to install the dependency, internet should be must in your system. So if you have internet, you are able to install the dependency. You have to go inside this manage package. Okay, so that is like the same like that in Python pip. So you have to go for manage package and you have to install. It will hardly take 1 minute for one package. So there is all package, everything available. I will not suggest you to install all dependency at same time. Try to install whatever required you have. Okay, suppose I want to install the UiPath database. So we'll go here, UiPath database activity, we'll go for install. So everything you can see here, data published 26th of November, and this is the version called 1.0 5.0. You have to click on install and you have to click on save. Automatically it will add your dependency here, and after that it will add your activity also into activity panel. Everything will get. Okay, we have a refresh button also, you can see here. So we can do all things, hardly it will require for the 1 minute. Okay, so one way you can see here we are getting these things called we are getting these things on database activity. If you go to activity and if you search, let me sometimes if you're getting this type of things in UiPath, so you have to manage and you have to again come on place, right click and go for the doc. Okay, so it will come. Okay, so right now if you search the activity called database, so you're able to get these things called database activity. So all the things we are getting here. Okay, so right now we don't have PDF, so what to do? So again we'll try to go for installing. We'll go to the Python manage package, we'll go for all package, and there we'll search the things called UiPath.pdf. Very simple. We'll go there and we'll try to install and we'll try to go for that. Hardly 1 minute required for this type thing. So one time you have to do all the things. Let me come here and let me check like that we're getting this activity for the PDF. Okay, so first program we are going to start in RPA UiPath. How can you start the program in RPA UiPath? So let me come here and let me go one by one. Okay, so right now if you come to for PDF activity, so we're getting all the PDF activity. Let me come here to the project panel. So the first thing we are getting this thing called main.xml file. .xml file is the extension of UiPath. Whenever you create any project, by default you will get the main.xml file, and that is the master of workflow file that is provided by UiPath. Okay, again if you come here in this project, you want to create the multiple sub program, multiple process, then what we do, you have to click on new and you have to click for the flowchart. and sorry, we have to go for new, and there is a this called sequence flowchart state machine. One by one we'll understand. First we'll go for today right now sequence. Okay, what is sequence? That is types of program like that. Here they word the sequence. What is sequence? Sequence is a type of small type of project. We go for the sequence. Okay, so sequence means linear action. Okay, so we'll take here, depend on the name you can provide. I am providing this things called message box. Message box, very simple. It will go inside your 19 December folder. Click on create. So same like that Java, we are going to display something on console. What we'll do, we'll go to activity. RPA is called drag and drop tool. Right now today we're going to understand what is drag and drop. So whatever activity, you can see the multiple activity already available in activity panel. We are going to take this activity called message box. Okay, so message box is specifically for display. If you click here also, display a message box with specified text documents. Simple drag and drop and keep like this way. Text, and here we're getting this error. This is your child error, and this is called parent error. You can simple here, text must be quoted in double quote. In double quote, we're going to pass these things called hello UiPath. Hello UiPath. Every time you have to click on save, click on save. And if you want to run this program, click on here and run file. Whatever you have file will try to run, and it will come on console. Okay, so it will console whatever the data you're going to pass, it will come on console, and it will display the things whatever you've already passed. Hello UiPath. So sometimes it's take your time, but it will definitely display, or it can throw the exception also. Right now we are getting these things called hello UiPath. Okay, I want to display the two data, hello UiPath and hello everyone. Okay, so again I'm going to take this message box, simple drag and drop, and keep like it message box. So here I'll pass hello everyone. So whatever the things we display in Java system.out.println, and in double quote we put the same thing we are message box. This is called activity. Activity is nothing but whatever action you want to perform. What we'll do here, every time you have to click on save, and we'll try to run this program, click run file. Okay, so there we are going to display data on console, and whatever the things we have done, we are getting these things on console, hello UiPath, and after that we are going to pass these things called hello everyone. It's my program is working fine. Okay, tomorrow your client is say like it before in between two activity, we have to provide one click, we have to provide one delay. What to do right now, we are going to pass these things called delay, and simple drag and drop this delay activity, and here we have to pass these things called 0, and here we will pass these things called 0, and I want to give the like a delay of 2 seconds. It will pause your process up to 2 seconds, and after that it will display the data. Save and run this program, save and go for run this program. So it will wait for your 2 seconds of time, and after that it will display. So if you go for Java, there is things called thread.sleep, and there will provide the delay time. You can see here we are waiting for 2 seconds of time. Okay, right now we are working, it's working fine. Okay, this is the example of message box. Okay, right now I am going to show you how to automate one notepad, that is desktop application, and one program I will show you for the web-based application. Okay, so right now after 2019 version, UiPath given one thing called we can create the folder inside your project. Okay, so suppose today we have created for HDFC Bank, and on daily basis we want to create the folder, we want to create for daily program. What we can do here, we can right click on these things, and we can go for add, and there we can add the things called folder. So we can pass these things 19th December first day program. Okay, so this type of things according to your you can create. Okay, so right now this is outside, but whatever the program you create, you can keep inside, because after 1 month if you come here and you can check the folder what type program I've created on 19th December, easily you're able to track. Okay, so recently we have started like that, we have started with sequence. Right now I'm taking this flowchart, everything same. Flowchart is especially for a small as well as your large project, large program. So we right now I'm going to take this thing is called notepad automation. So in your flowchart, we are getting this start. Only whatever the activity you want to automate, you have to connect with the start. Okay. So first thing, I will tell you the use case. Okay. So in BPO sector, whatever the people they do, they open one notepad. Okay. And they say, hi everyone, anything, hi everyone or hi paper. So we have to launch one notepad. We have to write something in notepad, And after that, we have to close the notepad and you have to give the name as a, this is 19 December. This is a simple task you have to do through RPA, but it's very simple. If you ask me time required for that, for me, 1 minute sufficient. Okay. For you, it will take 3 to 4 minutes. For you, I'm going to take these things called open application, simple drag and drop, connect with the start. We are getting these things called double click. Whatever the process you want to automate, you have to open and you have to spy the things. Okay. Spy means whatever the application you are going to automate, so there will attach that application. After that, we have to write something, that is the things called type into activity, especially for typing the things. If you go for Java, so there we'll pass these things, find element dot send key, so we'll write the particular through Java. Okay, so I've already worked in Java, so that's why I'm telling these things. And here we are going to pass these things, hello UiPath, this is automation. It's very simple. So if you want to run till now, so you are also able to run, save and run this program. So it will try to launch one notepad and there it will try to go for passing the data. Hello everyone, this is notepad automation. It's very simple. Okay, it's working fine. So after that, what we do, we save the notepad. How we save the notepad? We either we press Ctrl S, that is a shortcut, and we come to the things. Okay, so in your robot also, we'll train our robot. So this task you have to do. How to go for that? So for each and everything, we have particular activity. In Java, there is syntax. Here we'll use these things called particular one activity, and we are going to pass these things. Send hotkey, this activity for the capturing your whole keyboard. We'll pass control and we'll probably going to pass these things called small s. Okay, so whenever you press these things, you will come to the this screen, control is, and there we are going to pass this name. What is the name of the notepad? We are going to pass this notepad like that. Here we are going to pass these things called type into. So type into, especially for typing the name, whatever the name we can pass there. So we are going to pass this file name, and there we are going to pass these things called 19th December notepad. Very simple. Okay, and after that, what will happen? So we'll provide this name. We have to click on save. Very simple. What we'll do, we'll provide the click command. In Java also we'll provide the click command. Here also we'll provide the click command, but in Java you have to understand the syntax, you have to understand multiple things, but here it's very simple. Any non-technical person can start the career, save, and after that what will happen? So whenever you save, after saving, so we have to close the notepad. Whatever the notepad, we have to close. Okay, so especially for closing, we are going to take these things called close application. It's very simple. According to your application, UiPath provide the name also. You are easy to learn these things. We are going to take, so we are going to take the maximize. So we have to maximize by these things. Okay, let me go for indicate on screen, and we are going to take the whole screen. So before that, I want to also provide the delay, 1 second, 2 seconds, depend on you. So you can take this simple delay activity and you can keep inside there. So we can pass these things called 0, 0, 0, 1 second. Very simple. Save and run this form. What will happen? So bot is going to launch one notepad, new window, going to write the hi, this is notepad automation. This notepad automation. It's going to save particular 19 December notepad, save, and go for close the application. It's very simple to automate. Okay, so for me 1 minute sufficient to automate this step. Right now we are going to automate one web-based application. What we'll do, we'll go inside this project, and in project we are going to pass these things called add, and we go for the flow chart. Okay, sequence flow chart, anything is you can take state machine. So one by one, whenever we start the course, I will tell you each and everything. Right now we are going to pass these things called web-based automation, and we'll close this session. So web-based automation, this is the name I provided. Here we are getting these things called start. Okay, so whatever activity you are going to use, that should connect to start. So especially what we are going to do, we are going to automate any web-based application. So we are going to open the browser. We are going to open the browser. So right now I'm going to take this open browser. RPA UiPath based on Microsoft, and Microsoft by default browser is Internet Explorer. Okay, so first, right now I'm going to automate on Internet Explorer. If you want to automate on Google Chrome, also I will tell you the process to automate on Internet Explorer. Okay, so this is called internet. Okay, so in your here in window 11, I think Internet Explorer they have closed, I think. Okay, let me check. Okay, so I will tell you the things how to automate on different Google Chrome and different place. Let me check here. Okay, so this URL I'm taking, and here in open browser I'll try to pass in double quote. Let me check where they are going to launch. Save. And if you want to maximize the window, we have a simple maximize window command. So you can pass. There is a predefined library, all things you have to remember, and to pass. Simple. It's very simple. Okay, so we are going to launch this browser on particular browser. Okay, so you can see here it's working right now. We are able to launch. Okay, you can see here Microsoft Edge right now they provided, so you are able to automate. After that, what you have to do, we have to provide this credential. Okay, so here first of all I will tell you how to automate on Google Chrome. It's very simple. If you go for Java, so that's very difficult. But for UiPath, if you want to automate on Google Chrome, simple go for browser type. This is called properties panel. Simple go for browser type, and right now I want to go for Chrome. Simple select your Chrome and go for save, and right now go for the run file. So if you do like that, you are able to automate on Google Chrome. So you're able to launch the Google Chrome. So right now we can see here it's already we have launched. You can see here it's already launched. Okay, especially for UiPath you have to enable this type of extension. You have to install the extension and you are able to automate. And after that we have to log into system. So what we'll do, we'll go inside this open browser, and there we'll provide the particular activity that is called type into. So type into we are going to provide for ID, and one type into we are going for the password, and there we are going to pass these things called click. Simple drag and drop this type activity, and for each and every things we are going to spy for particular things like this ID. This is your password, so we're going to take these things called password, and we are going for the login screen. Okay, so these things you have to provide. So ID password, if you want to provide the hard coded, so definitely you can pass the hard code like that. My ID is called admin. We can take this admin. If you want to provide through variable, it's very simple. Create any variable like the password. So you can create this password, and default option you can pass the password. My password is also admin. It's very simple to understand these things. And in password world, you can pass this variable called pass. Save and run this program. So easily you are able to automate this type process on Google Chrome. Okay, so right now we can see your admin, clicking for login. So we are able to log in into system. Okay, so this is the web-based application. Like this way we can automate this particular on every browser. We can go and we can automate this type of things. Okay, so depend on whatever the browser you want to automate, so depend on that you can go for automate this type of thing. It's very easy. Okay, it's not tough like that. If you go for Java and all things, so there we especially provide the path of where you download the extension of your Google Chrome, and there, so compared to that things, it's very easy in UiPath. Easily you are able to understand these things in 1 hour is sufficient to understand. Okay, so for particular every browser you have to spy the proper like that ID and password. So if you're able to do, you're able to log in easily. Okay, one program also I'll show you how to launch any calculator and how to go for click on calculator and how to get the output. Okay, simple things here. What to do, we have to launch one calculator. Simple, we'll go for the calculator. We have to launch and you have to click somewhere. Okay, let me go here. Okay, so in calculator what you have to do, we have to click like that 5 plus 5, okay, or 2 equal to whatever. Okay, whatever we are getting, you have to simple display through UiPath. Okay, it's very simple task. Only 2 minutes required for that. We'll go here in your project, and there we'll go for things called add, go for flowchart, and there will try to provide this flowchart. So you can pass this things calculator, and there the same thing whatever we have done for your notepad, we'll go for activity and we'll go for this things called open application. So we open application for, let me show you all the things. Open application especially for launching the calculator. So we'll launch, and after that we'll click multiple times, because we are going to click the numbers. So we are going to click on 2, we are going to click plus, we are going to click plus, we are going to click on equal to. It's very simple. So and after that, if you run program till now, so if you run program till now, what will happen? It will going to launch the calculator, and it's going to run 2 plus 2 equal to 4. So number whatever I'm getting from calculator, we have to extract that number, and after that we have to display through message box, and we have to write in one particular notepad. Okay, so here we are able to get, we'll use this things called get full text. Get full text activity especially for extracting the data. Let me drag and drop, and let me spy. So this number we are going to extract 4, and we are going to store into this variable control K, and we are going to pass with 8. Okay, so these things I have done, and after that we have to display through message box, and we have to close. Okay, so simple drag and drop this message box. We are going to pass these things. We are going to pass this variable, simple drag and drop, simple take these things, and after that we have to close this application. So that's why I'm taking this activity called close application. So easily we are able to close this type of calculator also. Let me indicate on screen, and let me go for taking this type of things. Okay, and before that, if you want to delay, like the simple 1 second or 2 seconds, we can go for delay, and we can provide the delay time 1 hour 30 minutes, whatever the time you want to pass, you can pass these things. And this data I want to write in your one notepad, so we can take these things called write text file, and we are able to do. Okay, simple drag and drop for these things, and here we can pass these things. What you want to write, I want to write the data, and where you want to write, I want to write inside your project. So that is the 19th December, and we can pass these things called notepad. Simple, going to save and going for run this program. Okay, so right now we are going to launch this calculator. So it will try to launch the new window of calculator, going for 2 plus 2 equal to 4, and it will display the data. And right now we're getting this 4, and after that it's going to close this notepad also. The closing part also it will done, and after that it will try to write the data into one notepad also. So with these things. So we have UiPath, and in UiPath lots of project is there, like that your 19th December, all basic programs. So 19th also we are getting this data. So right now it's going to write. Okay, so already done. You can see here your calculator also closed, and if you go to the file, so we are able to get the things called notepad, and time is also, you can see here 1:14 p.m. Open with notepad, you can able to get these things called notepad. So here we can get these things, we are getting the 4. Okay, so like this way we are able to automate the multiple things, desktop automation, web-based automation, and this type things I can help you for automating these things. Okay, so thank you very much for joining session. Please try to subscribe my channel, and I will share you lots of video for your interview and for your different things. Okay, thank you very much.